What is good, YouTube? Welcome to a new YouTube video for the Martial Consulting YouTube channel. Today's video is just going to be a quick reminder if you're a dojo owner that it's going to suck when you start your dojo, when you run your dojo, for example, probably for the first 3 years. Everyone tells you, well, it's gonna require discipline to build a business, it's gonna be hard, but no one really goes beyond that. Like everyone says, yeah, it's gonna be hard, but no one tells you like why. And sorry if my chair is making some weird noises here in the background. But what I want to do in today's video is that I want to dive a little deeper into that, and that I want to really give it my best to explain the concept to you of my current understanding of what it really takes to build a business, but specifically a dojo. Now, take everything here with a pinch of salt because I've never built a dojo myself, but I think I've talked to hundreds of dojo owners at this point, so I think I at least know a little bit about the industry, and I'm of course saying this without pushing my ego or whatever. Um, Anyways, let's start off. So first of all, why is it going to be painful at the first place? Like why am I not just saying, yep, it's going to be a walk in the park to get your dojo from 2K per month or 5K per month, whatever, to 50, 100K per month. So to essentially get like a 7-figure dojo owner, right? Which is like the goal, so to speak, of everyone who starts their dojo. Be like a 7-figure dojo owner, provide for their family, have a high amount of quality students at their school, and really teach their martial arts to everyone in their town, in their country. Whatever it is, I think you get the point. Yeah, but why is it essentially going to be hard? Why is it going to take pain to do this? Well, let's say from 2K per month to 50K per month. Why is it going to take pain? Well, because you don't get from 2K per month to 50K per month. You're just turning the person that can make 2K per month with a dojo into a person that can make 50K per month with a dojo. And now, if you would have already done that, you would already be making 50K per month. But because you haven't done that, you still need to do it. And so what you need to do is that you need to become the person that can essentially make 50K per month. And in order to do that, you essentially have to, of course, kill off the sense of identity that can only make 2K per month, right? Because you need to become a new one. And in order to kill the current self, so to speak, because that's what we have to do, we have to kill the current self, the 2K per month self, and we have to grow into the 50K per month self. But the only way to get to the 50K per month self is if we kill the 2K per month self. And the 2K per month self has to die, has to go away, because the 50K per month self could not exist if you would still be the 2K per month self. So, but firstly, before we talk about how to do this, we have to remember that without the 2K per month self, the 50K per month self could not exist. Because let's say the 2K per month self would not be there. How on earth could a 50K per month self manifest if there would be no 2K per month self? So before we start, and because it might sound harsh that you have to kill the 2K per month self, of course, before I continue, it's all psychological here, it's not physical. So don't think that you need to kill yourself physically. You get the point, right? It's all psychological, what we're talking about here. So, like, we need to be grateful for the 2K per month self, because it might sound harsh that you have to kill the 2K per month self, but, well, without the 2K per month self, the 50K per month self could not be manifesting. And so, like, in order for you now to get because you understand, all right, in order for me to get from a 2K per month dojo to a 50K per month dojo, I need to become the person that can make 50K per month, and in order to do that, I need to kill the 2K per month self. Right, makes sense. How do you do that? With pain. Let me explain. So, like, of course, you have the potential to become the 50K per month self. Well, of course, he could die tomorrow, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Let's forget about that for today's video. And let's like the only thing you really have then is time and energy. Like you have time to dedicate to, like, no, you have time which will arise anyways, like time won't just stop now for some reason, whatever. Like the time will continue either way, and you will live in that time either way. Um, and that, but the only thing you can really do is use the energy that you have um, in that time that will that will be either way gone, that will either way go onwards. That you used the energy that you have towards becoming the 50k per month self, so towards growing into the 50k per month self, right? And how do you do that? Through pain, because like you may ask me right now, right? But what do I have to do from a technical perspective? And in order to explain you that, um, like I have to explain to you the concept of pain. So it's all psychological pain that we're talking about here. Like I don't talk about punching someone in the face or breaking your leg because you think, right, pain is good, and with pain I'm gonna make 50k per month. No, 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 no. I mean psychological pain. So, for example, you always remember it, right? When you were in high school, whatever it was, you did not want to do your homework, but because you wanted to play video games, or you just wanted to play with your friends outside, whatever it is, but you then still did the homework, right? Instead of going out and playing with your friends. Well, after you did the homework, you felt amazing. Like you felt incredible. Like you did it. It's done now. All right, and now I can have fun, whatever, right? But like it sucked beforehand, and it sucked while you did it. Or let's say you have a messy apartment and you clean it up. Like you might think before, "Ah, I don't want to clean this now, whatever, whatever." But once it's clean, you're like, yeah, I did that. That was awesome. It might suck beforehand or in between, but you did it. And so you just went through pain there. Like you just met basically resistance. So the resistance is like, I don't want to do my homework now. I want to play with friends, or I don't want to clean my apartment. I just want to watch Netflix or whatever now instead of cleaning it. You did it. So you essentially didn't listen to your brain, and didn't be like you didn't just be like, yep, I'm now gonna watch Netflix instead of cleaning my apartment. What you did is you'd be like, yep, I want to watch Netflix, but I'm still gonna clean my apartment. So you essentially met resistance with effort. And what that gives you is pain. And like like because you went through that pain, like a small part of your old sense of self, like of the messy apartment, died off, and like now your apartment is clean, so you're now a clean apartment owner, so to speak. It's only like a small part, but you essentially met resistance with effort, and that's good. Now you have a clean apartment, but it's the exact same concept when it comes to getting your dojo to 50k per month, because your current sense of identity has to die. So you have to kill your current sense of self. We've talked about this, right? To get 350k per month self. And in order to do that, you have to just look no further than what's the most painful thing to do right now or tomorrow. Like when you sit there in the evening and you plan your next day, just think, what would be the most painful day I could imagine? And you're sitting there. All right, so yeah, I have to teach classes at 12, and I have to teach another class at 4, and then one last class at 7. Right, yeah, but there's like still this text thing I need to do. It's probably gonna take like 4 hours. Well, let's just plan it in for 5 hours, but I really don't want to do that. All right, I'm gonna do it. All right, okay, so in the morning I'm gonna wake up at 7, and then from 8 until 12 I'm gonna do that, and then at 2 I'm gonna continue with that a little bit. And what could I also do? Well, I still gotta hire some people, right? So I still want to have like a receptionist. So I'm gonna do research on that. Alright, but I still could still do squeeze like something in there in the evening period. Alright, what do I also need to do? There was this other text build, so I'm also gonna do that. I don't wanna do that at all. Right, I do it. And you're just like, you did it. Like you essentially then you have to plan, right? I need to do that, and then you just do it. Mostly the 99%, 99% of the time you know what you need to do, and you just don't want to do it, and your brain will just be like, yeah, but we could also do this, and this would also be important. We could also overwork the logo or do some designing stuff. Fuck that. If the more painful it is, the more you should do it, because when you do the painful stuff, what will happen? Your old self of identity will essentially die, and you will grow into the new self. So the old version of yourself will die because, well, you did a painful thing, and pain is usually there to signalize that something is dying, that like something is wrong. So, like when you feel psychological pain, you know, all right, my old self is dying right now. The 2K per month self is dying, and the 50K per month self is manifesting. You probably won't manifest the 50K per month self by just going through one painful day. You probably have to go through painful days for, maybe you only have to go through 100 painful days. Maybe you'll have to go through 10,000 painful days in order to get to 50K per month. 2,000 painful days. Whatever it is, do it. But essentially, as soon as you feel pain, as soon as you feel resistance, like, I don't want to do that, you should do it even more. Because over time, you're like, we as human beings, you probably know that adapt to things pretty fast. Like, your brain doesn't want to be in pain, so it will just be like, all right, he or she does the painful thing again, so I'm just gonna adapt to that. I'm gonna love it now, and so your brain then just loves pain, and the more pain you inflict on yourself, the faster you're gonna grow into the 50K per month self, and the faster your 2K per month self is gonna die. So essentially, the key lesson of today's video is face as much pain as possible. Like really look the monster straight on in the eye in any realm of your life, like with your relationships, with your sleep, with your diet, with your training, and of course with your business. Because how you do one thing is how you do everything, which is pretty self-explanatory, I guess. Anyways, if you want more students for your dojo, check out the first link in the description, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.